Hey everybody, welcome back to Workers and Resources. Remember how we started building this bridge that's over by the new fancy part of town here, where all the tunnels and stuff are, right? Well, one of you guys in the comments kind of put me in my place here a little bit, all right? And they got talking about how, you know, you got the circus here, you got nice outdoor places to hang out. It's all very beautiful and everything. You got monuments, you got parks, you got hedges. You know, you got all these nice things. People are going to want to hang out in here. It's like a, you know, a nice little carnival kind of area, right? And then we're going to have a whole bunch of loud-ass trains going right over top of their heads all the time. Okay. Okay. Role play, right? I hear you. I hear you. Okay. So, let's tear down the bridges, right? Let's embrace tunnel life, because hashtag tunnel life is always the way. It's always been the way. And we're going to continue that tradition. Yeah, we're going to continue that tradition right now. Couple of things here. There's tunnels underground here already, though, right? So when we make this tunnel bridge, when we make this tunnel, we're going to have to come out around just a little bit, and it's going to kind of curve a little bit, but it's doable, all right? We just can't do it straight because we got other tunnels in the way. Speaking of other tunnels, oh, they getting done. Yeah, we're done with most of them. At least on this side of the road, anyway. These ones here have a little bit of time left. This guy's a little confused. So we'll get him taken care of. And then we got all these roads. We're going to talk about trams in a little bit. Maybe next video we'll get to it, because today I have some other things that I want to take care of first. And they still have a long way to go on working on this stuff. And I don't want them to start tram projects and stuff until they're really done with all this. So we're going to keep them moving on this. And let's just double check and make sure that all this stuff is actually marked, because I haven't seen them actually working on this stuff in a while. And I'd really like them to, you know, to get over here and do that. So let's make sure that it's mostly just team number 2 that's been doing it, but I want to get these roads taken care of. Okay, now some of these projects are probably going to go back to being enabled, and I don't want that to happen. So it looks like we're still good, not enabled. Get that off, and we're good, and we're good, and we're good, and we're good. Okay, so as long as this stuff is not like enabled for construction, we're fine. We got some little steps and stuff for walking paths right here. We'll talk about those later on too. That's going to be kind of interesting as well. Okay, so over here near steel, let's talk about this for a second. I've decided I'm giving in, all right, with the trash situation over here. Now, we've solved that, so we good here. And I don't need as many trains doing this as I got now. But even if I didn't, like, I could keep it the way it is, right? And we can definitely handle the garbage. But there's really no reason why we need to send burnable waste and all these things that we need to burn, right? There's really not a practical reason why we need to send them over to the other sorting place, okay? I mean, we have a way to process construction waste over here now. We got a way to process plastic here now, all right? We got a way to process the metal scraps. All right, we're kind of doing everything already over here. It's kind of our own little garbage solution. The only thing we're not dealing with is biological waste and the burnable stuff. And I set this up all the way over here, right? I set it up all the way over here, and I kind of regret that. I sort of wish it was over here, just to kind of keep everything in that area. But the difference with this stuff, biological stuff, is that it's primarily coming from people, and people are over on this side, okay? So like metal scraps are not going to be as numerous over here when we get into this area, and you know, people over here, metal scraps aren't going to be as numerous here. Plastic waste, yeah, maybe, but like it's mostly like the industrial area kind of doing that when they're making cars, okay? So it's mostly that kind of stuff. Construction waste, obviously the mines are going to be the heaviest producer of that. So I really put the bio waste stuff over here because it's closer to the people-ish. It's actually as far away as you can go. But we're having a town over here. Okay, I got plans for this area too. I think it's actually in the other side of this mountain. But regardless, we could then use this facility for stuff over there too. That's why I did that. But this is only going to handle biological stuff. Okay, and we've already started working some of it. We got ash here. Okay, so it's dissipating over time. It's already happening. But I feel like we need to have a general separator. Okay, so for all the mixed waste that doesn't qualify for all that other stuff, we're going to send it to general separation over here. All right, and it's going to be over here because it allows me to kick out everything that's not already sorted and burnable. It allows me to kick it out and immediately have it burned. So we're going to go ahead and do that. All right, and that's going to get built on its own good time. Now, where is the train? You're waiting for... Oh, my gosh. You're waiting for all sorts of stuff, aren't you? Well, you're going to be waiting for a while there, train. Because these guys are breaking stuff down. I'm getting the rail crossing bit here torn out. So that's getting taken care of. Probably this segment right here that he's sitting on. This one's sitting on. That might be what this one's going after. Let's see. No, you're going after the bridge. Okay. I mean, if you can get around this guy, that'd be cool. But I don't think you can. I guess I can let you try. Sometimes they'll phase through each other. Not this time. So he'll be back. We also have to tear down these two here. So once these are all torn out, we'll lay the tunnel in. And then this rail network will be, or this rail area will be rebuilt. Okay. So that's the summary. We're going to get more waste processing over here locally, and that kind of reduces the need for all these trains to keep sending it over there anyway, which means this area is going to get a lot less waste sent to it, which is good because it's full. A lot of times it's full. All right, we can't have all the hazardous waste sitting out. We're almost through it. Okay, so this is great. It means that this area can process waste from Zernoski a bit more as we expand over here a bit more. And primarily, it's going to be able to handle the increase in waste from Charlevins North. All right, because that area needs to handle, that area is supposed to handle the garbage in here. Okay, this whole garbage assortment, it's got to handle Charlevins North. So I think it just needed to happen. This is a big producer of waste. It needed to happen. Okay, got that out of the way. We're going to make a tunnel through here so that these guys don't have a whole lot of noise. All right. And that means we have a little bit more creativity we could implement in here. I still want to keep it low. I don't want to keep any high rises here. I still want to have that look where this is like the big building at the end of the path, right? I still want that look. And so no tall buildings through here. We're not going to put tall buildings unless they are kind of over here near the water. We're going to have a lot of tall stuff here. And we're going to have some tall stuff here. But there's like this width. I'm going to call it it's a width kind of thing. I want to have like from... I kind of want to mark it. Is there a way to mark something without it being... I don't want it to leave any mark on the ground necessarily. But I guess it's fine. We can just delete paths, right? So I'm thinking probably an area about this wide. Like, actually, there it is right there. From the edge of that building. Yeah, from the edge of this building all the way out. Whoops. Can I... Oh, come on now. What do you got? Building in the way. Yeah, I know. There we go. From the edge of this building all the way out to, you know, about here-ish. This is just the rough estimate of it. But I'm thinking from there and then from this road, let's say from here. I mean, obviously, we're going to try to keep that to where the path is directly in the middle of that. But we can have rows of trees and monuments and, you know, like little things for people to deal with all the way through here, but no buildings. Okay. And that way this whole path is just this one big, you know, view of the tall building. I kind of wish it was built so I could see it from a distance, but you got to get close in order to see the outline, but it's okay. All right, so that's as long as we keep that going, and then we can have the big tall buildings right through here, touristy stuff through here, touristy stuff through here. We don't want to get too close to the heater, though. So we are going to have, again, most of the touristy stuff is going to be along the water, all right? And we're not going to go very heavy with it because tourists, tourist destination stuff, it really doesn't provide a whole lot of value. It doesn't provide a whole lot of money either, because the game doesn't generate enough tourists. If I'm being honest, it doesn't generate enough tourists. At most, we'll probably have like maybe 500 tourists in town at a time, you know? If we start bringing it in with multiple sources, trains, automobiles, trains, planes, and automobiles. I had the chance to do it, and I didn't do it fluidly. That's my bad. If we start using every mechanism at our disposal, and we start going to every border connection and getting them, maybe we could get to 1,000 tourists in our entire republic at once. Maybe. But it's not likely. So if you're going to do touristy stuff, do it in moderation. Otherwise, you're going to end up spending a lot of money for no reason. You're going to end up spending a lot of resources for no reason. And you don't want to do that because it's just a waste of your time and money. Yeah. So there you go. But we're definitely going to have people through here, and then just kind of leave a little bit of a gap so that the heater doesn't do anything. Speaking of which, probably could. No, that's for another time. I don't want to do the touristy stuff anymore. Not right now. What I want to do actually is I want to start building out this area right here because I need to get chemicals going. It's a big expense for me, and I'd like to get chemicals to be a bit more consistent. And then I also would love to start utilizing all these buildings that I paid so much for and I keep maintaining. So to start this process, I've been trying to figure out, should I connect this? And I'm going to decide against it. I don't think this is going to be a good thing. Part of me was thinking, okay, people could get in their car and they could drive up here. And then, if they want to get over on this side, then they have to take the highway to get over there, or they're going to come over here. But I think primarily they're probably going to come this way. And there's still a 2-lane road that way. But I kind of want to leave, I don't know, a little bit more character in this place. But mostly, I think there's going to be enough cars coming through here to where it might get interrupted by trains. Because I think this area is going to be pretty train busy, right? So I'm going to do what I kind of wish I would have left enough room to do over here. I really wish I had enough room to do this over here, but I didn't leave the space. If I could go back, and I can technically, but it's just extra work, I would shift this roundabout to be here. And then I would make this a rail bridge. And then I would make this a road bridge. If I could go back and do it again, I would do that. But it's a lot of effort. Not going to get a whole lot for that. So I'm not going to do it. Let's real quick check on the traffic. Just imagine that we're in a helicopter. A real quick check on the traffic here in Zernowski here. And you can see a lot of people are trying to go this way. I started to enable personal cars to come through here, and I regret it. I do. I'm going to have to stop that. I didn't want to, and that's why I disabled it initially. But the problem is if I do this and I disable personal cars through here, then what happens is everybody goes this way, and then this ends up being a big line anyway. So I think what has to happen here is this parking lot needs to go, and we could shift it. It doesn't need to go completely. It could just be shifted to where the entrance and exit is right here. So I just kind of maybe pop it in right here next to the helicopter pad, and maybe even make it smaller. We don't need it to be so big. And that would probably help because it just pulls it away from this intersection a little bit more. But by disabling the personal cars from going through here, I think it's going to fix that issue right there. But for the most part, we're fine. The traffic is pretty nice through here, so no big deal. All right, that's your Zernowski traffic update. All right, so yeah, WCHAR radios, traffic. Let's go ahead and take this. And I think instead of bringing a road across this rail and connecting it here, which I could totally do. Again, I feel like that's probably going to be a little obstructions. We're going to be a little bit more expensive, but also a bit more creative. And we're going to go like this instead. We're going to have this road come off of that side, and we're going to have it come around like this. We're going to have a bridge come over here. 1, 2, 3. Going to come about like that. Okay. And then it will go like this. Just barely, and then down about, let's say, like that. Okay, and then this road will take it around over to this side, okay? And what we're going to do with this road, really, is just we're kind of leaving enough room for us to merge onto this side, but I also want to bring it around so we have a local road traffic, too. Okay, so this is like a single road, but, like, again, I think there's going to be enough traffic here to warrant doing this. So we're also going to do the same thing on the other side. I think there will be enough traffic to justify this. So come out like this. And the reason why I think that there'll be enough traffic is because primarily people are going to be driving to chemicals, right? So they're going to get there somehow. And I think they'll probably choose to use this route to get there at some point. So we're going to have this road wrap around. Now here's the rub. This kind of has to go that way, doesn't it? It kind of has to go this way. And then if they want to go down this road, they're going to have to go this way and then take the roundabout around and come through, which I guess is probably fine. All right. So we'll have this road come here, and then this road is going to come from that side. That's where we're going on this one. And then this one also has some other side streets and stuff too. Okay. Over here where the bridge is, we're going to have this part go across like this, and it can drop down about there. Should be plenty of room for the trains to clear that. Yes, that's gonna be a tight, be very close right there, but I don't want them to, I don't want them to clip. Even if the game allows it, I don't like clipping. We're gonna turn about like this, right about here. I think that will be good enough to never have a clipping problem. And then we'll come over, let's take F4 here. There we go, about like this. About there should do it. And then what we're gonna do is have that go there. Oh, come on now, don't do that. Don't be that way. I know you'll connect there. There you go. I want you to connect there, and then also, because I've learned my lesson, we're going to have a bypass road that takes these guys around and connects them like so. Okay. That looks like it'll work. And then this gets people over into this area. And we're going to want a crossing. Depends on where the houses and stuff are. Depends on where people are living. But this is also a hill. Okay, so if we look at the terrain here, this is also a big hill. And it's going to make a real bumpy road, too. I don't know about that bumpy road stuff, man. I'm thinking maybe we pull this back a little bit. I think we have to. We're going to pull this back a little bit. And let's say the road kind of goes out about like this. Okay, and then we'll have everything in here. But if these guys want to merge onto that, then they can come out from here. Let's say. If I can get it to be on the lane. Do we want it to be here? We probably want turnaround lanes too. I think turnaround lanes are a really good idea here. We'll put one right here. I mean, we have this road. Maybe we just use this. We could just use this. Yeah, that's one way to do it. The turnaround the other direction, though, we're going to want to turn around over here, too. So I'm going to give them a turnaround over here. We're going to say there, comes out, and then let's have it curve. Yep, just into the middle, I guess, because there's not enough room for it to hit the lane. Yeah, so we'll have it just kind of come in like this, and then they can choose where they want to go from there. And this includes these vehicles here. They'll choose to do this, which is really nice and convenient. It means they don't have to go around the roundabout to get there. So I like that. But then we're also going to have this side, same kind of diff. Okay. It'll come right through here, and then pick this up and have it connect over on this lane, kind of like this. I was hoping to be a little smoother than that, but it is a hill after all. Yeah, I mean, a straighter road is going to be more advised. I think we'll go like that. Yeah, right there. They turn in, and then they just merge onto that. I think that's fine. And it looks a little weird. It's going to be bumpy. It's not going to be a smooth road because that's just the way the tools in this game are designed, man. But ultimately, I think that's going to be better than having the trains conflict with the cars like that. So let's go ahead and confirm those plans. And then we want to start talking about how people are going to live over here. So first thing, let's get a store so people can shop. And I've been looking at, how many people actually stop in to this store over here. And this sucker never full. So the Okian supermarket is going to be just fine. So we could use that. However, we also have other options now because of the update. The other options include this little small shopping center. This isn't a vanilla game. You don't need the DLC for this. The Okian supermarket is a DLC thing. But the base store comes with, now, instead of having small shopping center, small store, shopping center, it now comes with these two, which are new buildings that have slightly different configurations of storage and goods. These ones are exactly the same, just different design, right? So you have this one here. This is the one that's been with the game for, I don't know, years. And then you have, instead, this one, which is kind of interesting. A little bit higher capacity in this one as well. 150 customers versus... oh, sorry, I misspoke. So these two are identical. The two I just showed you are identical. But then you get this one, which has a slightly higher capacity. And I think this is the one I'm going to use. Just because it looks different. You want to have these stores looking different. All right, now, I'm not really going to know how the pollution in this area is with the pump jacks and everything. I'm not really going to know that because they're not running right now. So I kind of need them to be running all the time. And I won't know that until we get the chemicals running and we get that rail fixed again, because once we get the rail fixed and these trains can come back in here and get that, then these will pump all the time. But we can still plan for, we can still plan enough. Okay, so I'm thinking right now what I'm going to do with this store is I'm going to put it kind of over here like this. All right, I think it's going to be about here. This should be close enough for everybody to at least drive to it, or we'll get a bus stop through here maybe that can do it. But what I'm looking to get here is about like this. And what I'm looking to do is to have a storage. There's 2 factory connections on this thing. And I think I went a little too far with that. So let me redo that. I want to go like this. So, and I'm going to go a little closer, I think, like this way. Yeah, a little closer this way. Let's put it like right here instead. It's pretty close to a pump jack though. Maybe I should flip this to get the road to be further in. They're gonna be, well, we're gonna be making deliveries. It doesn't matter. There's a ton of walking paths here. All right. So since there's 2 factory connections in these stores, it changes. Oh, it's so much better, right? Because instead of having a giant store with only a single connection, boo, single connections for big stores, so stupid. Instead of having that, we can now do something like this. We can have a warehouse be right here that can get restocked, right? Let's say, in here somewhere we can go. I honestly, I kind of wanted to be right in here though. That was the whole, I don't have a use for this area, but maybe I'll put a distribution center or something there. Yeah, I don't want to waste this area, so let's just put a distribution office here so I know. Will a small one fit here? I think it will. I think it will. Maybe right up against the rail. Can you fit here? Yeah, like right here. If I put that there and get your road to connect to that spot, beautiful. All right, now I don't feel so bad about wasting this little area in here. So let's get a warehouse. Put the warehouse right over here like this. Where is it? Come on. Give me that green light. There it is. Right here. Okay. And we'll put the meat storage right here. This allows me... nope. Let's turn it over. Yeah, like this. All right. This is going to allow me to have extra storage for both of the types instead of just one. Because you remember over here... Let's get the lines off. Over here, before this update, the store... If I wanted to have access storage for both, there was 2 approaches for that, right? The first was to have both storages and then use forklifts between them. All right, so there's 2 storages for meat and food and clothes, and then use the forklifts between them. That was the solution. The other solution I had for this problem before this update was, because again, there's only one factory connection on these, was to have all the materials brought in on a rail like this, have the access storage for food and clothes be automatically connected, but then just have a dedicated meat truck that could stop in on the meat storage and then pull in here and just sit here until it's emptied and go back and forth that way. That was the other solution, right? This time, we don't need to worry about those. Wow, you guys are on this already? Okay, you clearly have not enough to do. Hold on. You clearly don't have enough to do. Let's get you on something else. All right, something. Help with the tunnels. All right, let's just help with the tunnels, damn ya. Help with the bridge, help with the roads, help with like all this stuff. You got all this stuff to do yet. Come on now. You can't do these. Yeah, we can't do these until the tunnels are done, and then you can do them. Well, a different office will do them, but still. There's nothing you guys can do through here? Uh-oh. Okay, that didn't happen. Okay, I guess there's nothing else they can do through here. How about the helicopters? Can you help with this? Go do this. All right, and honestly, I could probably get that tunnel started too to get across the other side. I could probably do that eventually. I mean, it's not a super urgent thing now, but whatever. Let's get these roads done. I'm starting to work on those too. I'm considering actually making this a 4-lane road. I think this is going to be busy enough over time to where we're going to need a 4-lane road here. I'm just trying to figure out where that's coming in at. And I think probably I'll convert it here. So it'll end up being something like this. I think is how we'll do that. So it'll be kind of like, maybe it'll just start it off of this. And then what we would do, I think this is probably a really smart idea for the long term, is we'll go about like this with it. And then you are going to curve around this power. Okay, so like this, and then you curve around again, and you come out through here. And then you end up coming right through past this trash, or past the sewage drop off. Okay. And then you end up coming out to about here. And then there's actually a connection with a dirt road right here already. So maybe we just connect you there. I think that's going to be smart eventually. It's kind of a waste now, but yeah, it'll be good. And then we can get this to be asphalt over time too. So we'll get that road started too. I think that's going to be a good thing. Yeah, but we can have the helicopters do that stuff because like I don't need you guys doing this other thing for me right now. So just have the helicopters work on that for a bit. All right. So hopefully they start that instead. And then because I don't need this stuff built at all until I've got people nearby, or at least getting started to build. I just want to plan right now. So we're going to say no to that, no to that, no to that, and no to that. But everything else is good because it doesn't take maintenance. We're going to have this be a asphalt road, and we'll connect it right there. That's what I want to do. Come on. Get another road right off this. Yep. I'm going to connect it right there. All right. Like that. Yep. And then this will be probably just gravel, and this is fine. All right. We'll pick it up that way. And then on this side of the road, we're going to have a one-way street that goes like that. So that if you're going this direction, you don't have to wait for this. Yeah, there you go. We're figuring that out, yeah? All right, so that's going to be our store. So where are the people going to live? It's generally a good idea to keep them within walking distance of their store. So, you know, this is their home. But probably not in here, since the pump jacks are pretty overpowered with the pollution. I think we can get away with having some, you know, nearby this. So like across the road from this is fine. And maybe like over here might be pushing it, but we definitely want good healthcare. So the next thing is healthcare. I don't know if we need a full-fledged hospital, but I do want a lot of people here. So since there's no like in between from small, there's no like medium hospital, at least not in the vanilla game. So we're going to put that right here, right up next to the pump jack. There's going to be a, I guess a medium hospital in this thing. And I'm actually going to flip it so that the road is on this side. And we're going to put this kind of like right here. Okay. Like right there. All right, on this side of it, we're gonna want a heliport. Yep, we're gonna put helicopters on this side too. On this one too. I don't want it to interfere with the walking path if I can help it. Looks like I don't have much of a choice on that unless I go further forward and then I can put it behind it. I think that's the solution. Let's put it a little bit further back. So hospital ends up being right about, yeah, right about here should be okay, I think. That should give me enough room to put the helicopters in pretty easily. Double checking. Heliport right here. Yeah, it's just terrain. I just click and it's good. All right, so right here is where I want this. And mark. Okay, that's gonna give us a heliport for that. And then the road connections for this go over here. And I'm thinking what I want to do for the hospital, yeah, is something like this. I think this is gonna be interesting for the hospital. So we're gonna have 2 roads. Perhaps not. Perhaps not. So I was kind of hoping to avoid the... I want to give them a way to avoid the roundabout if needed. But I wanted it to be kind of like like its own cul-de-sac. Okay, there. I said it. Maybe I can get this to... It's not going to look right, but I can force it to do that without like the F1 or whatever. F4. Whatever the button is for that snapping tool. Yeah. I know what it is. You don't have to tell me. I click it all the time. That is just too tight. These road tools. Ugh. They're the worst. All right, we're going to come around this way. Let's go halfway there like that. That's fine. And then up here. Come on. Give me like some kind of cul-de-sac thing. That's what I want right there. What I want. Give me what I want, please. I can't have it. The game says I can't have what I want. But I disagree. I think there's a way to make this work. Now I'm going to find the right angle to make this work right here. And then connect the dots. Aha! I win. So now they can come in this side, basically. And then they can leave this way. All right, so again, we'll take the one-way street. I think there's enough room to do this. Take the one-way street and just... Ooh, can't quite do that. Okay, we can do this, though. Well, that doesn't matter. I want them to come off of this side. I want it to be on this one. I just want you to do that. No? You won't do it. Well, fine. Whatever. We'll just make this a one-way, and then it won't matter, right? Yeah. No big deal. All right, this will just be a one-way on this. So, hospital, done. And let's go ahead and tell you to suspend construction on that. Yep. No demolition, construction. There we go. And heliport can pause too. The roads, though, we're gonna make those. Donosky office is gonna handle that. Donosky office can handle these things. The bridges, all the roads, whatever you want to build. Yep. Please handle those when you can. So that gives us hospital. It gives us the store. How about a little fire department, Scarecrow? I think we could probably handle that. Let's have a little fire department. We don't need a big one. A little fire department right here. And we can put it back by the hospital. I think maybe like right back here. Yeah, just set it like right like that. Okay, now because of how we've organized all these things, it kind of shows me where we're going to need our roads, right? Where are we going to have certain streets, where we have certain roads. I'm going to have this road, I think, off the roundabout, which might add traffic to the hospital stuff. Maybe not. Maybe we'll just come straight out this way. I think we'll just come straight out. Let's just come straight out this way. And this is going to be where the store is. We'll have the store there and the fire department there. And this road can just come all the way out. And it'll eventually meet up with the other road that we've got curving through here. Okay. So eventually everything just ends up connected. So we'll start that road as well. I'm pretty sure we want things that are about like that. Donosky office can start handling that stuff too. All right, so I let it run a little bit so I can deal with some traffic issues over there. Track builders tearing down the rails and everything. I put in a few slip lanes as well, just because, again, I'm trying to learn my lessons here. So Right turn lane here, slipping into that side. We have a right turn lane slipping into that side. And then I think actually, just because it's interesting, I'm going to put another slip lane through here. Once this is done, I don't want to interrupt him again, but once this is done, I'm going to put another slip lane from here, and I'm going to have it go directly into the hospital so that ambulances coming from this way can just zip right in there if they need to. Yeah. Okay. Also, this could be connected to there, I guess. All right, so where are people living, right? I have not planned any of this ahead of time. I probably should have, but I'm low on time in my personal life. So we're doing it live, man. I think right here, because we have a hill, right? But this is the best spot for people because it's far enough away from the chemicals not to be affected. Plus the wind is going that direction. It's far enough away from the pump jacks not to be affected, and it's also far enough away from the nuclear to not be affected. And yet we could still have a lot of people here and pretty easily move them to the various different workplaces they have to go. So this will be the primary workforce for chemicals for a little while until Charlemagne's North is done. And then it'll shift to being pretty much the only exclusive workforce for the nuclear stuff too, the uranium stuff. So I want to use different buildings. I'm going to try to use all sorts of different types of buildings in this game. I'm thinking medium because it's still kind of a rural, small town area here. I'm still thinking medium we go. And I do want to have relatively good quality. I'm thinking these buildings here look pretty interesting. They may be similar than what we've used before, but I think they still look interesting. I'm going to set it right up against this. Again, I haven't planned any of this, so I have no idea if this is even a good idea. We're going to plan this right up against the rail here. Bop. And I can put another one right over here. Yeah, it's going to be noisy near these guys. They're going to say, wow, I live right next to the train tracks. It's a noisy place. Yep. So we're going to do at least that. They're very close to the store, though, right? That's where we want them to be really close to the store. And then I think what we'll do is I'll place another building over here facing this direction. We can probably, do something like that. It's like I can manipulate the terrain just a little bit there. Okay, cool. And then we'll have this line up about the same on this side. I don't think there's any reason for them to ever cross. We might put something over here that they can walk to. So leave a little bit of gap so we can put a walking path through there. And we'll say, yeah, probably about here. This is probably pretty good. So there. And then over about here-ish. Let's leave a little walking path area there on this side too. So we'll go about there with it. All right. And then we can go about here. Yeah, about here, let's say. Seems good. I do want to leave a way to drive into here for like buses and stuff. Do we need that? I can also, we're gonna have the bus over here. It's fine. So we'll go about, let's start from this side. We'll go here. Let's say there, and then there. Okay. Now is that clean? No, I can probably clean that up, but you get the general idea. We're not going to build it yet, but I'm going to clean that up, and I'll have them be, all equidistant from each other and all that nonsense, okay? But I'm just kind of getting a feel for the template for everything right now. So obviously this is going to change. Probably just one building, actually, just to make it all fluid. It should just be one building here, not two, right? Let's do it that way instead. One building, centered where these guys are. It's a little cleaner if we do it like that. All right, there you go. So some houses over here. Each one of those supports. Did I use the 80 or the 65? Oh crap! Which one did I use? Is it this one? Looks pretty close. What's the difference between this one and this one? Okay, yep, I definitely used the 85 one. The 80 one. So 80 people per building. That's not bad. I'm thinking also we can do something like this where we turn it over, right? And we can have this be back to back. That could be kind of cool. As far as the look of it goes, we can go something like that. Okay, and then over on this side, do the same thing, back to back right here. So bop, and then back to back right here. I'll probably have to manipulate the terrain a little bit to make that happen, but we can do it. At least I thought we could do it. There we go. Just a little casual terrain manipulation. About like that. Okay. So, we get it's gonna look fine. It's gonna look fine. And then the center, we can do, you know, the school, kindergarten, and things like that. So we can say that the kindergarten for this, I can't imagine this many people is gonna need more than 120 kids in here. Like it's 80, 160. Yeah, I mean, more than 120 kids, I don't think it's gonna happen in this area. I could be wrong, and it'll prove me wrong, but I don't think so. Let's do the walking path first, just to make sure we can get it done. So the walking path would come through here. I may not clean this up. it looks kind of fine as is, honestly. For me, for my standards, it does. I might just leave it the way it is. We'll see. I want to have this be right angle though, so it's going to come through this side like that. Yeah, a little bit out more, not that micro. A little bit. There you go. Don't overcorrect. And go through about like here. That's pretty good. And then they'll just get to the store from this side by, we'll have it go all the way across like this, connect to that road eventually, and then that'll get them into the hospital so they can work there. Yeah, pretty good. And then the fire department as well, because the walking paths will go straight through to hospital and fire department. Boom. Okay. And then this one will come up like that, and this will cross in front of this house like that. Okay, there we go. We'll fix how that connects, I guess. And then you go straight to there like that. And then we leave this open in case I want to have them walk across that. All right, so that takes care of that. So now that we have the walking paths in place, let's put this one straight through like that. Put this one that's already there. Good. Let's take the little kindergarten, and we're going to have this be like right about here. Should be good. All right, and then inside here, let's also put, I don't know. What do you think? We got basketball, volleyball court combination for sports, maybe. Put a little combo platform there. That's probably overkill, right? We don't need that many. Or maybe like an indoor pool. That could be cool. In this little area, I think that could be really cool if it fits. Ooh, boy, that's very close. I think we can get away with it if we just angle it just a little bit. Just a little angle. Oh, you're just not cooperating. The size, I have to go this way with it. Okay, tell you what, we'll try this. Indoor pool first. We could put that like right here. Okay, and then the kindergarten could be on maybe on the other side. Say kindergarten. It's this tab here. I think kindergarten goes here. It's just not. It's just too big. Oh, can we connect these buildings? Drats. Oh, hang on. Maybe this is wider than that. It could be. Right? Where's my indoor pool? It's on this side. Right here. Is this wider? It looks like it could be. It is. It is wider, baby. We got it. Okay. And then we'll take the kindergarten and put it over here. Right there. Seems good. Give me a little propaganda. I'm thinking red star in the middle. Red stars are pretty good to be kind of out in the Republic area because they have such a wide influence. You don't need to put them in there. Like if I put it over here, it'll still reach all these buildings, right? That kind of thing. So maybe in the middle of the roundabout. Why not? Pop it in the middle of the roundabout. Sure. What else can we do? Probably, I don't want to, it doesn't need to be a gated community or anything, does it? It could look kind of cool actually to have like a fence through here. You can say, hey, fence right through here. And it's just kind of there. It's whatever. It's like a did you know thing. You could name the community that has, name the side that has a fence. Oh, they don't even have to build it. It's just instantly built. No, these are plans. Yeah. These are plans. Okay. And then from right across this, we'll go like that. And just have this be, I don't know, like a fenced in area. We don't have any gates though. Is there a fence gate? Fence gate. Interesting. Oh, look at this. Oh, like a barbed wire kind of thing. Oh boy. That's getting a little bit crazy, isn't it? It's kind of cool. I don't know. Maybe. Hold on. Let's get a little bit of action here. Hang on. Let's see what this looks like. I don't know. I'm curious. Like, hey, why would we even want to keep them out of this though? Like, why would we do this to the store? Wouldn't it make more sense to do it like, I don't know, over here? gated community like right here, right? This would make way more sense to put it like over here, right? And then, oh, the fence is auto. Oh, look at that. That's kind of interesting. Oh, we're going to do this. I just think it's interesting. If it ends up being bad, then we'll just delete it. But I think it's interesting. It just adds something different in this area, you know? There we go. Something like that. And then this can be, well, let it be a path. Just let it be, man. You know? Just let it happen. There you go. Okay. We can build that through there. So they have like a gated community here, which is, I still think is really kind of weird, but yeah, we can make that happen. And then this fence would, at this point, I guess the fence needs to be changed. So let's go over. I swear I did not go into this thinking I was going to be making fences, but now I am. All the way around, connecting there. Yeah, there we go. We have ourselves a little fenced-in community of people over here on this side. You know, these guys have the state secrets. That's what it is. These guys have the state secrets. They're going to be working in the nuclear plants and the uranium mines and stuff, and in the chemical assortments, right? They're going to be working all these really high level, high technical level jobs is what it is. It's got to be that. So we want to protect them, or we want to, or you know, or keep them in so they don't talk. One of those two things. I don't know. All right, so we could continue this. Honestly, I could do this again. Sure. This could happen again. We could say that these buildings, right here, right. Yep, same building I've been using the whole time, please. Yep. Now the road is a little curved here, so that's kind of unfortunate for like continuing the pattern. And also this is on a hill still, so it's not going to be even because of the hill. So maybe I shouldn't try to do this again because I already have it nice, and I might ruin it if I try it again. We could do it. I don't know. Maybe I won't ruin it. How about we try just a different building slightly? We could go. These 105 workers on these ones. This is pretty good. Yeah, we could just change it up and have like different types of buildings right here. So how about right here we go like this. Trying to change the terrain a little bit so it lets me place it. There we go. And then just kind of, I don't know. Again, it doesn't have to be straight or anything. Just have it wrap around. Man, I wish I could place that there. The terrain is not cooperating, is it? There we go. We'll do it like this. And then right here, let's say there's one right there. Can I please? Wow, it's certainly changing a lot, isn't it? Yeah, they're up on a hill. It's okay. Yeah, they're fine. That's okay. And then, are they going to walk to chemicals? I don't think they can make it there. That's pretty far. Pretty sure we need a bus. So we're going to count on buses being a thing. I'll have this building be like that. And then we'll just have this one be like this. So this is like a separate little housing area that looks just a little bit different than the other housing area. Yeah. I think that's pretty good. We can put something here on the corner that kind of completes this area so it's not wide open like this. So maybe we can stick in something for the people. Something for the people. How about a greenhouse? That's kind of interesting. It's certainly different. And it's a gated community. So, hey, maybe they're growing stuff in the greenhouses. Oh, baby. Here we go. What are they doing in there? What are they making? Oh, my gosh. What are we growing in there? I guess, I don't know. That's behind the gate. I can't see. I should hop the fence. It's a barbed wire fence, though, you know. It's cheap. You can cut through it. We must not care about protecting it that much. I don't know. I'm having fun with this. I think it's good. Again, I need to clean this up a little bit. I think the buildings are a little bit like wonky in their placement. These ones I'm not touching. They're fine now. I'm all right with those. They meet my minimum quality standards. But these ones right here do need to kind of change their position a little bit. So I'm going to do that. But this fence will end up going around like that. Yeah. So like some of these are walking, and then some of these are are the roads, right? So we can do this. Yeah, see? We can just do this. And then the road takes them in. Uh-huh. Absolutely. Let's make sure this is straight. There we go. Sometimes it's good to just do things on the fly. You know, no planning whatsoever. Just not ahead of time anyway. You're just like, hey, let's do this today. I did not know I was going to be playing with fences today, but I'm happy that I am. There we go. So we got walking gates for this. We got the drive in, and then this drive goes right in, and we pick them up from a bus stop that's like right in here, and all these guys can get in here for the bus stop, and then they just get taken out to chemicals, man, or taken this way to go to nuclear, right? That's pretty good. I like it. So let me get this bus stop. I think 200 workers. There's more than that in here. It might be better to do one of the platforms then. Doesn't have to be a big one, but I'm thinking like the 400 one is probably just to be safe kind of thing, right? But gosh, this is so big. It's gonna take up so much room. I don't like it. What does the 600 one look like? It's all the same. Can I have one that just, ironically, now I want one that's only one entrance. Maybe we use the bus station building. So there's a bus station building. I have this as a modded asset as well. We put this little building in here, and this is where people hang out at the bus stop. And it supports up to 500 people, but rather than them waiting outside, they wait inside like this, which could look, I mean, this could look good, right? We would want their identities concealed so no one knows who they are. So they would have to wait inside the building and then get in our tinted windows buses. I don't know, man. I have no idea what I'm talking about. We're going to put this right here, I think. I'm going to use this asset. So we're going to do this. It takes up a lot less space. Say the school goes like this, let's say. Okay. And then we can put from there, not orphanages, no fire stations. What are we going to put here? More greenhouses? No. How about we have the indoor pool already, so that's going to service everybody for sports needs. I mean, culture needs too, right? Well, we could put a theater in here, and the theater would take care of... Where the hell is it? I thought the theater would be in here. It's not? Oh, it's in residential because it's one of the citizen needs. Yeah, we have a house of culture as well, which could put in, which is really small. And I think I'll put this over here. Like a little house of culture. That'll work. All of it's getting built. So excited. Now, of course, the gated community is like, how do you prevent people from coming through here, right? Well, you know, we didn't think that far ahead. We'll be able to see them coming. You know, we'll put like lookout towers or something. No, I think I should probably have this fenced in. If I'm really going to do this right, we need to have, you know, the fence needs to come back from over here too. And I don't think I can get that behind this building. I think these buildings need to be moved up just a tad so I can fit this fence behind them. Yeah. Yeah. So right about here would be fine. And then I think that's going to let me get the fence. There it is. Now, obviously there's a little bit of a gap right there, but we're going to imagine that it's connected to that wall. Okay. So the fence goes like this. It goes all the way around. Oh boy. It's a tight fit around here, but we're going to get it around like that. There we go. And then you're going to come back behind this building. Beautiful. Yeah, we can't have anybody sneaking around this. There's that. I don't think we're going to be able to get it. Oh, maybe. It's going to work. Yeah, we're out. All right. And then we come all the way around like this. Yeah. Fenced in community. Right here. Here we go. Yep. No intruders. Nobody can intrude upon us. Right along that road. Not letting anyone in. Boom. I mean, it's fun. I think it's fun. We'll do it. I think it looks awesome. Honestly, I'm thinking like the addition of fences and stuff kind of changes a lot, doesn't it? It changes the way it looks. Like it's almost like it's an interconnected thing. It's not just a bunch of buildings. It's like this is an assortment of buildings that belong together in some kind of group. I'm digging fences. I might think about, doing some fences back here even. I don't know, fencing off, I don't know, maybe I'll fence off this area and put something right there. I don't know. I'm going to be playing with fences a lot more. It's probably not worth my time, but if you guys are enjoying it, then it's totally worth my time, right? That's how I'm going to gauge it. All right, so this road's going to go straight in like that, and then we're going to do this road to there. It's pretty good. And then the standard, now our new standard is always to have right turn lanes on like everything. Whoops, that's not what I want to do. Bring this back, go there. Again, my standard on this is to have right turn lanes on every right turn that has any chance of having a good amount of traffic in it. We're going to put right turns in so that they can just flow right through. And then I think for this road, because of where it's located, it's probably not the greatest idea to do this, but I'm going to do it anyway. Oh, you can't go straight across? Ooh. I really like you to go straight across. You won't do it though, will you? Okay. Well, it's because of this, you know. Well, I'll allow it. Fine, whatever. All right. That's going to be basically what they use so the buses that bring them here are going to go this way. They're going to turn around here. They're going to bring them in to the bus stops that we have right there. And then they're going to leave that bus stop, come over here, turn, and then they'll turn left here. Rather than coming all the way down, turning left down here, they'll turn left here, which is fine, I think. I don't know, but I think that's fine. Do we want any personal cars here? Yes. And all of them will be really, like, they'll all be black sedans with blacked out windows. Well, that's quite the little embankment on that road, huh? Man, we're ready for high speeds around this, except it's super bumpy. That road is going to look terrible. I don't like that road at all. That road looks horrible, guys. What happened? It's the fences. I don't know what happened, but that looks horrible, so we're not going to do that. Smooth this out here, and then we're probably good. Because we are turning, so, I mean, having a little embankment in that direction is not a big deal, but I just didn't want it to be that insane, because that was pretty nuts. Pretty nuts. All right, right there, and then we want it to go around like this, right? Yeah, around like that. That looks a lot better than it did. Still bumpy here, because I wasn't able to hit the terrain smoothing here yet. And you know what? I mean, if we're going to be looking at this for a while, maybe I should. That. No, like that. Is that better? It's better. It's still got a little bit of a dip there, but ultimately that's a significant improvement over what it was. And that's just the way the road tools in this game are. They don't alter the terrain. The roads are basically just painting the terrain, by the way. I don't think it's actually a road. I think what it's doing is just painting the terrain. A road is not a physical thing. I don't know. It feels that way sometimes because it just doesn't do any... It doesn't seem like it wants to do any changes to the way the terrain is to make it look better as a road. If I had one feature request in this game, it would be better roads. I think the roads are the weakness in this game, to be honest. But, you know, that's a conversation for a completely other time. Right now, we're playing with fences. Man, what should I name this? You know, I'm going to name this... This episode is going to be named like something top secret, you know? It's gonna be clickbait. We're gonna have a clickbait title today. Top secret facility. Yep. Everyone will say, wow, what are we building? Top secret facility? What is that? And there's a top secret facility in this game? How did I not know this? Yep, there is. I just made it up. It's right here. All right, we'll do that. And then we'll go like that. Now the roads are in place. Okay. So over here, we got the bus stop. This is a school. I don't know if it's big enough. We'll see. And we can probably put in something else for these foolish citizens. I need more citizens in here, honestly. Maybe we'll go for a bigger building here. I'm looking for, you know what, like right here, 287 workers in this flat, right along the side here, just inside the fence. I think this is a great spot for this building. It's not any taller than the other buildings, which is great. But we are going to need to modify the terrain because it is so long. Oh my gosh. I don't think it's going to work. It's just too, it has to be, it's the fence. You know what? Let's just not do the fence yet. Just take this fence and bring it back to about there. Come on. Give me this building right here. Right here. Come on. Come on. You can do it. Give me that building. Yeah, right there. All right. And bring it back just a little bit. Gosh, these intervals are just the worst sometimes. Right. Come on. Right here. All right. So there is another place for people to live. All right. Another residential area right there. Did it mess up the roads at all? Doesn't look like it. It'll probably mess up the fence, but if I can get the fence in there now, then I won't be removing it anymore because that'll be perfect if I can get this fence in there now. Right through here, right through the back of that building. Come on. Oh, you know what we're gonna do to fix that, don't you? I mean, you had to see that coming. Come on, we're gonna change the road, and then we're gonna say this fence goes. Oh, hang on. It was going to let me do that for a second. No, we're going to bring it back. About like that. Yep, there we go. Right along the back of that building. And then we connect it there. And then we connect you around. I want to connect to that. Can I not do that? Why not? Oh, it's right here. I see it. Right there. And then boom. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. There it is. All right, good. So I think we have enough people living in this area now. We need some other buildings back here that are, well, something that's going to be allowed for one thing. Something that's going to fit in the space, you know. Let's get right like that, and then right across there like that. Real tight to that building, and then there we go. And then this is a road that goes that direction. I kind of overlooked the fact that this is a one-way, so we don't really need this because nobody will ever use it. So I guess it's a good thing we did this. And then you will connect from this side of the road like this. You will go like that. There we go. Because this road only goes that direction anyway. I mean, maybe we don't have to do it that way. Maybe it's better to connect these two roads and have them all be two-way. Yeah, we'll look at it later. All right, so what are we going to do in the rest of the space here? I'm thinking, again, I want this area to kind of look like it's very different. Like there's something going on here. Okay, so like having sports complexes and stuff sitting around, it won't really do the effect we're looking for, right? So I can't have any outdoor fun facilities like this. Unless it's suspicious looking. And, you know, we don't have anything that's really super suspicious looking in here. So we have House of Culture already. The cinema is too much. Maybe I put another House of Culture here. Having two of them might be a good idea. Because there's not a whole lot of capacity for people there. So if I put another one right here in this little space, that'll probably take care of some needs. We want the walking paths to come right straight through on this side. We definitely want them to be like this, and then we can do that with it. It's fantastic. The freaking greenhouses. I'm gonna love that. And then we want walking path, I think, to come through here too. So along the side of this building, and then it will cross. It'll cross the road over here. It won't cross the road. It'll cross here. We don't want anything to cross that road for the effect of it. I think this needs to be moved over a little bit. It's not. And you know what? Actually, in a second thought, we'll just have this cross here. We can do that instead. Cross it right here. And then around it. There we go. Okay. That works. And then the bus stop is, of course, here too. So, bus stop. And then we can have some propaganda. I still want people to be loyal in this area. But can we do it a little more discreet? Like, say, we could put these urns. Ooh, yeah. These urns are interesting because they give 0.5% within 25 meters. You can have a whole bunch of them. It's really expensive, though, to do this because of the maintenance system, because each one of these things needs to be maintained. So it's going to create a job for the reconstruction office to keep doing each and every one of these individually. So it's probably not a good idea to use those. However, the Eternal Flame Obelisk, that seems cool. I don't know if this is the best spot for it, but it's kind of cool. We could put that in here. Is this the right spot for this? I don't think this is the right spot for this. Let's wait. We'll use that later. I thought about this big, large red star, but this one, it's interesting. This one like is able to be placed over anything. I can like set it inside a building if I want to. It's not a very good asset, to be honest, but we're gonna use it fairly by positioning it kind of like in a place that is clearly not. Oh man, maybe not. I was gonna say we're gonna place it someplace where it's not inside, but it can't fit there. Maybe the small one instead. The small one is very small, and again, it has the same kind of. It's got maintenance requirements, right? So you gotta be careful with that. All right, we'll put that right there. That can get built. Little tiny star right there, and that'll get built. We'll connect it to there. That's good. What else can we do? What else can we do in this area, guys? Obviously, we need waste and stuff. I'll take care of that last. I almost always take care of that last. Speaking of taking care of things, power, water, sewer, hello? Kind of need all that stuff now. I think we've exhausted this video for now. I honestly did not plan on doing this for the entire video, but it just happened that way. I think we've pretty much exhausted the whole video. How far are we done tearing these rails down? All right, so this path here needs to be torn down, but this guy's working on the bridge first. He's got 23 tons of stuff to get rid of. Over on this side, we got both of these guys breaking down the bridges too, so that's cool. 47 tons of scrap to remove there. This area here is almost done. Both bridges are done. Tunnels are getting there. It's so close. We, of course, are waiting until all of these tunnels and all of the existing roadways here are completed before we start the next stage of road development, because there's plenty more roads to make here. It's just these are the main ones I wanted to get done so people can move through it quickly. And then if I come over here, do we get this done? Not yet, but it is very close. We have mostly just work days left, and there's a lot of road cranes on there, so that should be getting taken care of shortly. We do get workers in the incinerator. They do work, and I believe the electrical is hooked up. Yep, it's in there, and it's already routed over here, which means the electricity that comes from burning trash here does go throughout the entire Republic, or it's connected to the main grid, so it will work. All right, I think that's going to be That's going to do it for today's video. I didn't plan on it being a top secret residential facility over there, but it's coming together. I'm going to place a few extra little things in here, and then I'm also going to do all the water and sewer and power hookups and stuff, that typical stuff. We're going to do that for this little residential area here. I'm excited. I want to do also, like, I want people living over here too. So we might do maybe individual homes over here, or maybe we'll do some other types of facilities. Maybe all this will just be, you know, I want it to be different. Every area we build, I want it to just have something that's unique about it. And I think of fenced-in communities with secret greenhouses and all sorts of stuff going on. I think that's definitely qualifies as different. All right. Take it easy. We'll see ya. Bye-bye.